But right, Lewis Hamilton starting his lap. Charles Leclerc close behind as well, coming through the last corner. Let's see how these drivers get on. That wind speed has just picked up a bit as they head down into the first corner. We've seen people get caught out by that a couple of times. As Alex Albon, what's his first sector time? Did look like he got bunched up to Lewis Hamilton there, and I think Albon might have had a little bit of a wobble through the first sector. We will see, as that gap is considerably closer to, yes, Lewis Hamilton. And Albon's backed out of it. Albon's backed out of it as Lewis Hamilton goes fastest in the first sector. Lewis Hamilton, a 24.2 for him. And how about his teammate Charles Leclerc, a 24.3? He's been quickest through the middle sector out of anyone today, Lewis Hamilton. He's hooked it up through here. Let's see. Is it another purple as he makes his way into the sharp braking zone of turn 9, then into the left-hander of turn 10, down the mini back straight there. As Lando Norris trounces everyone in that middle sector there by going 2 tenths faster than Lewis Hamilton and his teammate in the first sector. Look, Lando Norris has taken that personally, that Oscar Piastri has out-qualified him thus far and is on provisional pole, as Lewis Hamilton does set the fastest middle sector out of anyone. I said he likes it through there, but let's see how much top speed does that Ferrari have. The last sector is where Lewis has kind of been a little bit off the pace, shall we say, than not everyone else, but it's the sector where he has mostly let himself down when he's had a poor lap. Hard braking zone of turn 14. He has turn 16. Keep it within track limits, Lewis. You can do it here, as Charles Leclerc, a 27.3, him in the middle sector. It's not going to be a shabby time from him. As yes, just by a couple of hundredths of a second, Lewis Hamilton is on your provisional pole position here in the sprint quali. But Lando Norris is flying at the moment, but he's lost a couple of attempts that he gained in the first sector there over Lewis Hamilton. It's all about this last sector, really. I don't think Oscar Piastri can improve. He may do. Oh, no, he doesn't, even with a fastest last sector. So it's all about Lando Norris here. And Norris is in the pits. Norris is in the pits, and I believe that is Lewis Hamilton, barring Lance Stroll, barring Max Verstappen, on provisional pole. It's all about Max Verstappen now. What can he do? He's the sole driver out there who can remove Lewis Hamilton from his first pole position. Okay, it's a sprint pole position in a Ferrari driver. All eyes on Verstappen. And, well, it's pretty neck and neck through the first sector. The second sector, he's a tenth off of Lewis Hamilton. It's all about this last sector for the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. How quick is that Red Bull in a straight line? He heads down, full throttle, DRS open down to the hard braking zone of turn 14. There's just 3 more corners for Max Verstappen to navigate and for Lewis Hamilton to wait to see whether or not he's got his first pole position in a Ferrari. What can Max Verstappen do? The Red Bull looks a bit slow, it looks twitchy, but we've seen magic conjured up by the Dutchman before. It's full throttle to the finish line, and where does Max Verstappen go? Second by 18 hundredths of a second, and Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position alongside the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. Oscar Piastri P3, Charles Leclerc P4, George Russell P5, Lando Norris P6, Kimi Antonelli P7, Albon goes up into P8, pushing Lance Stroll down into P9. Yuki Tsunoda's still on a flying lap. He's the last driver on a flying lap. This qualifying session is not over and done with yet. Yes, we'll discuss Lewis Hamilton, but where can Yuki in that RB car make it? Is he going to stay P10? Is he going to be best of the rest? Can he get ahead of Albon? He can! And Yuki Tsunoda, 2 weeks in a row, out-qualifies Alex Albon, becomes the best of the rest, and is in P8. What a qualifying 18 thousandths, not 18 hundredths of a second. Lewis Hamilton, when the comments were that he was over the hill, but his qualifying performance, will he, won't he? He's a man who's washed, and look at that. He's just put it on sprint quali pole. That is magical. And I don't care, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. I will say it how it is. That is utterly brilliant to see. And it's utterly brilliant to see Max Verstappen drag a Red Bull that has looked twitchy. It has looked out of control into P2. And, well, what an absolute P2. You forgot how much of a Lewis simp I am. I don't care. If you want unbiasedness, go somewhere else. I'm allowed to support who I want to support as much as you are. So, yeah, wow. Hamilton and Verstappen on the front row into turn 1. Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on.